da 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 da
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the graduation ceremony of 2022. We're so excited you could join us.
Graduates, you may be seated.
Hi, everybody. My name is Sadie Griffith, and I'm one of your MCs for the night.
And I'm Matthias Schroeder, your other MC. It's crazy to think that we're all here now. I remember when we were in kindergarten dreaming of being here tonight.
I know, it's so crazy to think that we're almost done with our journey here at St. Stephen's. But before we have to say our final goodbyes, I'd like to invite up Mrs. Gunderston to say a few words.
Good evening. The big day is finally here, 8th graders. Congratulations! You made it. You did it. And you did it all by yourselves. Nobody helped you, right? No, we all know that's not true. If you only knew how many people have been praying for you and supporting you and cheering you on, I want to congratulate all the parents and friends, all the families, aunties and uncles, grandmas and grandpas, and of course, all of the teachers and staff, all of the people who helped you get where you are today. Congratulations to you all. Eighth graders, it's time to celebrate your hard work. You are about to become St. Stephen's graduates. Understand that we are all here tonight to celebrate your triumphs and your victories, and we are here to celebrate the journey on which you are embarking toward your high school and future destinations. Your parents, they've invested a lot in your education, and let me tell you, the world needs you. The world needs your talents more than ever. The world needs you a lot, and we need it from you. We need it from you, faith-filled young people. The home of the angels is now also the home of future musicians, perhaps teachers, doctors, actors, engineers, maybe some nurses out there, professional athletes, anyone? Architects, theologians, and scientists. We are so excited to see where your future is going to take you. 8th grade graduation marks the end of an extraordinary chapter in your lives, and Father Bennett spoke about that. With this chapter closing, I am certain that many of you are already anxious about starting the next chapter. Each of you now gets to write your own stories. And with the love and support of your friends, your families, your fellow graduates, and God, your stories will be bestsellers. No matter what your futures hold, there will be times in your lives where self-doubt will stand in the way of an open door. When this happens, 8th graders, when you are filled with self-doubt, I want you to remember the following. Albert Einstein did not speak until the age of 4, and he was originally told he would never amount to anything. Beethoven was told by his music teacher that he was hopeless as a composer. Michael Jordan, he was cut from the varsity basketball team. Oprah Winfrey struggled as a small-town journalist. And get this, Abraham Lincoln, he was defeated in 8 presidential elections before becoming one of the most inspirational presidents in U.S. history. 8th grade graduates, if there is one thing that I hope that St. Stephen's has taught you, it is to never let anyone tell you that you can't. I find that few things in life are worthwhile unless you take risks. Nelson Mandela said, "There is no passion to be found, plain small, and settling for a life that's less than the one you are capable of living." God tells us in Jeremiah 29:11, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." 8th graders, take risks. In high school, try out for that basketball team, even if you think you're not good enough. Try out for that play, even if you get nervous on stage. Run for student council, even if you're not sure you're a leader yet. Apply for that job, even if you don't have every skill on the application. And yes, take that driving test, even if you still hit the curb a few times while parallel parking. Take risks. Actor Denzel Washington said it beautifully. He said, "Take risks and fall forward." If you fall back on anything, fall back on your faith, he said. But fall forward in everything else. This is what he means by falling forward. Reggie Jackson, he struck out 2,600 times in his career, the most in the history of baseball. But you never hear about his strikeouts. People remember the home runs. Fall forward. Thomas Edison conducted 1,000 failed experiments because the 1,001st was the light bulb. Fall forward. Every failed experiment, every failed attempt is one step closer to success. You've got to take risks. Never be discouraged, never. Isaiah 41:10 says, "Fear not, I am with you. For I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." 8th graders, if you don't remember anything else from my speech tonight, remember this. Put God first. Put God first in everything you do. Everything we have is by the grace of God. Stick with God in everything you do. Do you know what? God has already given you the answers to all of life's questions and the keys to all of life's success. Where has he provided you with the answers? in the Bible. It's all in the Bible. Do you want to know how to make and keep good friends? It's in the Bible. Do you want to know how to become wealthy? It's in the Bible. Do you want to know how to become successful? It's all in the Bible. And do you want to know how to be truly happy? Read the Bible. It's all there, all the answers for everything you'll ever look for. Put God and His Word first in your lives, 8th graders. Then the peace of God that surpasses all understanding will guard your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. That's from Philippians chapter 4. Thank you, family and friends, for being with us here tonight. More specifically, thank you, parents, for being coaches to your children. Thank you, friends, for being their teammates. And thank you, teachers and staff, for being their mentors. Once again, congratulations to St. Stephen's 8th grade graduating class of 2022. We are so proud of all of you and all that you have accomplished. Let us leave this ceremony tonight ready to show Anoka and the world that St. Stephen's graduates, with God at their side, will stop at nothing to achieve greatness. And let me end with Psalm 20, verse 4. May He give you the desire of your heart and make all your plans succeed. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Gunderson. We really appreciate it. We would like to thank our parents, the priests, and everyone who has helped us through our journey here at St. Stephen's, especially our fellow classmates. We have made many memories together.
I'm so glad to be able to stand here among such an incredible group of people with such a bright future ahead of them. We have learned a lot through the years. We've also learned to have fun together learning. We will now hear some of the speeches that our 8th graders wrote, and these 3 ladies have been picked from a group of 28 8th graders. So good job to them, and let's hear it for them.
So first, I would like to welcome Haley Blair.
Good evening, parents, teachers, and staff, and my fellow classmates. I've been attending St. Stephen's for 11 years. Before I begin, I'd like to thank our priests, Father Bennett and Father James, as well as our wonderful staff, including Heidi, Barb, and of course, Miss Gunderson. Wow, time really flew. It feels like yesterday we were just little chubby kindergartners. Here we are ready to go our separate ways. I'm gonna miss all of this. Open gym, buddy time, talking with the office ladies before advisory, and most of all, you guys. Dr. Seuss once said, "You never really know the value of something until it becomes a memory." The memories I've made at St. Stephen's are so cherishable and unforgettable. We never really had our phones in school, so they aren't captured in video or picture form, but we all know that we'll never forget some of the things that occurred within our years going here, before 8th grade and during. Wolfridge definitely holds first for the funniest moments. I hate to break it to you now, but Miss Thamer, no one will ever let you forget how you threw the snack out the bus window. Or when poor Gail got attacked by a tree named Bear. Even when things get in our way, we still manage to find the fun within the moment. The perfect example, 2020. An unforgettable year that included the most plot twists than we've ever seen. Countless amount of Zoom classes and Google Meets added up even more memories, like when Miss B got logged out of her Zoom and Vinny became teacher for 2 minutes straight. We all had that daily routine of waking up and seeing how fast you could get school done. Then came 7th grade. COVID was still in place, so masks and mandates stuck with us throughout the year. but with 7th grade came Senorita Flor's class. Senorita Flor was a memory herself and one of the most interesting teachers our class have ever experienced. Within our years going here, we didn't have just school, we had sports and other activities. Some of the most fun nights were the boys and girls basketball games. Going to watch them with friends and working the concession stands was always a blast. During October through January, our school would do a yearly production of some show. This year, it was Annie. I was in it along with a small group of 8th graders. These weeks were so much fun, I will never forget some of the tech weeks that we had. Girls in our class also played volleyball. In 7th grade, we were undefeated, which to this day I'm still pretty proud of. We will always remember Coach Kurt and his fun practices. During school, we also had field trips. To name a few, Como Zoo, Apple Orchard, Crystal Cave. Remember when they turned the lights off and we all started screaming because we were scared of the dark? And my personal favorite, ski trip. This year's trip was pretty memorable. Watching my classmates attempt to ski was way too good. Then 8th grade happened. Like I said, time flew. I thought tonight would take forever to come. When I was a little 1st grader, the 8th graders were so tall and big. Now that's us, even if some of us aren't so tall. When we were in the younger grades and the variety show came, we would sit and think about our future skits and dances. Then in March, it actually happened. We had so many acts, but my personal favorite, Shake It Off. The dance was choreographed by Sadie, Grace, and I. It was originally planned for the 3 of us, but we wanted to change it up a bit. So we taught Alex, Terrence, Vinny, and Jaden to dance. Trust my word, that was an endeavor to take. But in the end, our class killed it. Like Andrew and his piano skills, I'm telling you guys, if Andrew isn't in Broadway in a few years from now, something happened to him. When it came to classes, we learned stuff I never thought I needed to know, like how to use standard form to find the slope of a line, which still kind of confuses me, or Punnett squares, or even, can you make Jell-O using holy water? That one most likely confused all of you. To explain, some days in religion class, one person would ask a question, then we would all keep it going for 45 minutes. I'm not talking about simple yes or no questions. I'm talking about questions you couldn't even wrap your mind around. I didn't even think about the fact that the 7 days of creation weren't actually 7 days until 6th grade. We now leave knowing so much. We have the wisdom to do well because of our school and our teachers. I'd like to thank our teachers on that note for doing such an amazing job helping us grow in our academics and faith. And an extra special thanks to our advisors this year, Ms. Thamer and Ms. B. It was such an honor being your student. Thank you for being patient even when our class wasn't the easiest, and for always making sure that we were okay. And lastly, thank you for making this year unlike the other ones. Finally, to end, Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." Even when we break off to go to separate high schools, I want you all to remember, when you have no one to turn to God. It has been one of the most memorable years going here, and I'm going to miss seeing you all every day. But one door closes and another opens. High school means new friends, new classes, new teachers, and new opportunities. The one thing that remains the same is God is with us always. Know that and live by it, then you're basically set. I'd like to thank the teachers one last time. You guys really did kind of raise us. And I'd like to thank the parents too, of course. And then to finish, I'd like to thank my classmates. You have all been such a blessing, and you've made my years going here so amazing. Thank you all for being here tonight. Thank you.
That was amazing. Thank you, Haley.
Next up, I would like to welcome Audrey Feymert.
Hi, my name is Audrey Thamer. After 9 years, graduation is finally here, the day many of us have both anticipated and feared since day one. There are so many people who have helped us get to this day. I'd like to start by thanking our principal and parish priest. Mrs. Gunderson, thank you for being here for us on our very last year at St. Stephen's. You're so kind and you're always smiling. Father Bennett and Father James, thank you so much for guiding us in our journey with the Lord through masses, sacraments, and retreats. So many things have happened in the past 9 years. it's nearly impossible to sum it all up in a few minutes. But one thing's for sure, it's been an adventure. Some of my favorite memories of elementary school are field trips, Catholic Schools Week, and track and field. The Crystal Caves trip in 3rd grade was a highly anticipated trip because it was in Wisconsin. In 4th grade, the girls in Mrs. Tenius's class all wore donut hair for Wacky Hair Day. All those track and field days in the school parking lot and all the bloody knees that came with it. Many of us remember when Mrs. Diedrichs taught us about synonyms. People still call them cinnamons. Even though elementary school was a while ago, and we might not remember all of it, we still got to have that experience. I would also like to congratulate Mrs. Kowalski, Miss Furness, and Miss Miller. You 3 are our only original elementary teachers still here. Our class scared the other 9 away. 6th grade was a year to remember, considering we left for spring break and then never came back. Even though COVID shook the world, it wasn't all bad. From Zoom calls to missing assignments, it was an experience like no other. 7th grade was the weirdest year, with mask requirements, pod groups, and the ever-changing rules about quarantine. However, 8th grade was better than all those years combined. We finally got to have those experiences we've been waiting for. Variety show, Pep Fest, Stations of the Cross, candle passing, and now graduation. I think that especially in the past couple months of school, the fact has really started to sink in. We're leaving St. Stephen's and going our own ways. Some of these people we may never see again, but even then, we share a special bond and we'll never forget each other. The experiences here have been incredible and always worth the hard work. From sports games to drama plays to Wolf Ridge, from having little buddies to our infamous variety show. Even though many events have their fair share of stress involved, the final product was always worth it. And although many memories are tied to the big events, there were many made in the small moments that none of us will forget. Remember that time Mrs. Thamer, otherwise known as my mom, threw a granola bar out the bus window or helped me scare Mrs. Bundy with a snake? The ongoing argument between Austin and Mr. Osborne over the Vikings and Packers, and Gail walking into a tree at Wolf Ridge. How about the time Mrs. Liesel gave us a house tour on Zoom call, or the other Zoom when Miss Bertram showed us a parrot? Or all those religion classes we planned to ask Miss Bertram questions the entire time. Sorry, Miss B, that was always intentional. Some of my best memories here are the ones made in the church, at net retreats or school masses. I think that we can all agree that the net retreat is the highlight of our year because of the people, games, and the prayer time. Multiple other times this year, the whole middle school has gone to the church for a retreat led by one of our priests. There are more memories made there, the talks and the adoration time. Even the times that we sit in the chapel for a half hour waiting for each person to go through confession. And finally, a thank you, starting with our middle school teachers. I know that we look like the angels of middle school, but our teachers might argue otherwise. You spend all day with us, and we really appreciate it. Even though you deal with late assignments and constant chatter, you come back the next day and keep going. And parents, you're the ones who made all of this possible. Not only did you enroll your child in this school, but you made a commitment and stuck with us until the end. Last of all, I'd like to thank my classmates. This group has been absolutely amazing, and the past 9 years have been the adventure of a lifetime. Graduation can be perceived as many things. For some, it's a goodbye, an ending. But at the same time, it's just the beginning. Yes, we're leaving St. Stephen's, but that's not the end. Our lives continue on through high school, college, and out into the world. And no matter where we are or where we go, our common journey thus far remains one of the best possible memories we can carry with us. An unknown author says, when God gives you a new beginning, it starts with an ending. Be thankful for closed doors. They often guide us to the right one. I'm so thankful to have spent the past 9 years with all of you, and I can't wait to see what God has planned for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Audrey, for that outstanding speech.
Last but definitely not least, Maggie Henning.
Hi, if you don't know me, my name is Maggie Henning, and I've been going to St. Stephen's since preschool. If you would have told my younger self that I was up here giving this speech, I would have never believed you. When I was younger, I was a very shy and quiet person, and I still am. But I've definitely grown from it, and it's from this community here at St. Stephen's. Over the years, I've learned more and more about each person from my class, and that has helped me grow closer to each one of them. Throughout the years, I think we all went through challenges and hard times. I remember in first grade when we had a substitute teacher for most of the year, until one of my favorite teachers, Miss Jokelski, showed up. And the world is a funny place because just last year I saw her at the pool with her kids and family. And when we first met her, she was just coming out of college. COVID was a challenging time to be in school as well, but some of my best memories happened over Zoom classes with Senorita Flor and the other teachers. I think what I'm trying to say is that through all the struggles, there was a reason and a great memory behind it too. There were also many highlights throughout the years. I remember one of the things I always looked forward to each year was watching the variety show. It was always so fun to get out of class for about an hour and to get to see the 8th graders perform for us. Then before I knew it, it was our turn to perform. I got to see things I didn't know about my classmates from our variety show, and I think it brought out a lot of good in all of us. I learned things like how well Sadie can play the ukulele and how Dylan can do the Charleston. I got a chance to break out of my shell, so to speak, and perform as well. During the Pep Fest, I enjoyed playing volleyball with my classmates and seeing Matthias make the half-court shot last second. Then there was the food brigade that we did each year where we passed food donations through the halls from one kid to another. This is always something I enjoyed because of my classmates and later my kindergarten buddies. I definitely have learned a lot over the years, like how to make one of my best friends in kindergarten to learning cursive in 3rd grade. Some of my favorite memories throughout the years were things like 4th grade dojo points where we earned prizes and 5th grade chess competitions that gave us the opportunity to learn to play chess and gave Noah first prize. And of course, Wolfridge, which was already mentioned, but Ms. Thamer threw the snack outside the bus. One of the things that I'm going to especially miss at St. Stephen's is all the sports and activities I've done over the years. At school, I participated in soccer, volleyball, baseball, basketball, softball, drama, choir, and student council. There was also activities such as wrestling, track, baseball, Spanish, band, after-school art, along with many others that my classmates participated in as well. I got to know many students, younger students, and try new things throughout these activities. I think a lot of the 8th graders who were in drama could say that they've grown in their parts throughout the years, because we all started off as ensemble, and through the years we got more important roles. I could also say the same thing with sports, because everyone just got better over the years, and I always enjoyed going to see my classmates play at games. When I did student council in 6th and 7th grade, I really enjoyed getting to hang out with Mrs. Leestall and the other members, and getting to know everyone well. During student council, I also had the opportunity to grow in my learning skills, to grow in my leadership skills, and learn to become more comfortable talking in front of crowds like I am right now. I just want to say special thanks to all the coaches and volunteers for letting us have so many great opportunities. Hanging with my formation buddies was one of the things I always looked forward to most in younger and older years. I loved having an older buddy when I was in kindergarten, 1st grade, and 2nd grade, and doing different projects and activities after church with them. Then after getting to middle school, I got to have buddies of my own. Fiona, Sophia, Andrew, Charlie, and Lydia all hold a special place in my heart, and church was always better when I was with them. I got to show them different aspects of Mass and help them find pages in the hymnals. I definitely am going to miss each and every one of them, along with a lot of the younger students that I got to know. The last thing I want to mention is about the community. I love our school because I had the opportunity to get to know many students, younger and older. I truly am going to miss all the people at this school. Heidi and Barb always made my day when we visited them at the office and told them our jokes. All the teachers I've had throughout the years have taught me so much, and I want to thank each and every one of them. I want to thank all the substitute teachers we've had, like Molly, Mr. Casey, Mrs. Hess, and all the other amazing substitutes. I want to thank all the staff, like the custodians, principals, and lunchroom staff. Last but certainly not least, I want to thank the other 8th grade graduates because it wouldn't have been as great without you guys. Thank you all for such a wonderful school experience. Have a wonderful night.
That was great. Thanks, Maggie. Let's get one more round of applause for these talented young women.
Those speeches are amazing and really show what our school is all about. It's difficult to have to go back and look at all the amazing times we had together as a class over the years, but it's also nice to be able to recap on all the good times.
We have some pretty awesome awards that are going to be given away tonight. We will first start out with the Christian Leadership Award.
I'd like to invite Ms. Bertram, Mrs. Gunderson, and our Knights of Columbus representative, Mr. John Less, to help present this wonderful award.
The Christian Leadership Award is the most distinguished award that we give here at St. Stephen's. This award goes to the student or students who demonstrate Christian leadership on a daily basis in all classes. Some of the qualities that are considered when choosing Christian leaders are honesty, standing up for others, showing courage to do what is right, positive leadership, and demonstrating an act of faith. This year, 4 students were selected by their middle school teachers to receive this award. It is my honor to announce the names of this year's recipients. When I call your name, please come forward to receive your award. Landon Bazal. Andrew Burns. Sadie Griffith. And Audrey Feymert. Congratulations to all 4 of you on your achievement.
Congratulations to everyone who received this award.
Next, we have our Academic Achievement Awards. This will be presented by Ms. Bertram, Ms. Thamer, Mr. Gunderson, and John Less from the Knights of Columbus.
Good evening. It is my honor to present an award given by the Knights of Columbus to students who have achieved a cumulative grade point average of 3.67 or higher each trimester for their 6th, 7th, and 8th grade years. This year's award recipients are Samantha McCorkle, Sadie Griffith, Andrew Burns. Audrey Feymert. Margaret Henning. Noah Tyson. And Landon Bazal. Congratulations. The next award is given by St. Stephen's and is given to students who have received highest academic honors every single trimester for all of their middle school years. It is a grade point average of 3.9 or higher. This year's award recipients are Andrew Burns, Audrey Feymert, Landon Bazal, and Margaret Henning. Well done, everyone.
That was incredible. Thanks, guys.
And for our last award for the night, I don't think it's really graduation without receiving a diploma. And I mean, how long have we waited for this moment?
A really long time.
So without further ado, I'd like to invite our incredible advisors, Ms. Bertram, Mrs. Thamer, and our amazing principal, Mrs. Gunderson, to give away our diplomas.
It is my pleasure to present my advisory for graduation. Kingston Akinola. Landon Bazal. Haley Blair. Lillian Clark. Benjamin Douglas. Austin Iden. Jaden Erickson. Gabriel Haddad. Brock Hennig. Margaret Henning. Samantha McCorkle. Gracelyn Milkey. Terrence Osby. Matthias Schroeder. Congratulations.
And it is my honor to present my advisory for graduation. Isidro Ariano. Andrew Burns. Gail Cervantes. Dylan DeLisi. He could unfortunately not be here tonight. Joseph Iden. Alexander Gagnon. Sadie Griffith. Benjamin Hartman. Sarah McGill. Vincenzo McMonigal. Anthony Piazza. Kimberly Sanchez. Audrey Feymert. Noah Tyson. Congratulations to my advisory.
Wow, I can't believe that we are officially graduated. Thank you, Mrs. Thamer, thank you, Mrs. Britcham, and thank you, Mrs. Gunderson, for helping us hand out diplomas.
I still remember when we were so excited to finally move upstairs like the big kids and get our own lockers, and when we would plan what we wanted to do for the variety show. It doesn't seem so long ago, although it was.
We know we wouldn't have had this experience without this amazing school. If it wasn't for our parents, and our graduates. Please come up and take a flower for your parents as a small token of appreciation. Now, I would like to invite Mrs. Gunderson up to lead us in a closing prayer.
Thank you, everybody, for spending the evening here, and congratulations, 8th graders. So a closing prayer. Dear Lord, I want to pray the gifts of the Holy Spirit on our graduates and our parents and our staff and everybody here today and always. So the gifts of the Holy Spirit are love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control. I pray that the Holy Spirit, today is Pentecost, bless all of us, all of you 8th graders, today and moving forward with his beautiful gifts. Amen.
Thank you again, Mrs. Gunderson, for everything you've done for us and this school. Now, as we end our final moments at St. Stephen's, I just wanted to say how much of an honor it truly was to be part of such an amazing and talented group of people. Every day, you were able to put a smile on each other's faces, and that's the most important thing you can do. So thank you guys so much, not just for what you've done for me, but for what you've done for everyone.
I would like to thank all of you for being there and being great kids and great friends. It is sad that we have to part so soon, but we all have to go on with our own lives and be successful, because I know every single one of you students here are capable of being successful. I would also like to thank the parents and family that are here tonight with us. You guys have been a huge part of our time here at St. Stephen's and have made it great.
Can we please get one more huge round of applause for Mrs. Thamer and Ms. Bertram for putting up with us for all these years? Congrats, class of 2022. You did it. Graduates, please come up on the altar for a class photo. And remember to pick up your stuff in the gathering space. Thank you.